idea that isn't suicide. I could tie like an arrow to a rope and like string something around its tooth and then tie the other to its leg so it would pull its own mouth open. Then we could just climb in.
What?
That way it
Let
wouldn't be.
me trip it and kill it.
The
If
tow
you can do all
cable.
that.
You know
It's
what?
a
If it
trap,
kills
just
it,
tie it
then
closer.
problem solved. So
How about this? There is no rope strong enough to sustain that much.
Would it really like try and keep its mouth open, like closed though under that pressure? Wouldn't it just go with half of least resistance?
The thing is that there wouldn't be pressure. It would just instantly snap the rope.
It just
It's
walked
the size
through a
of,
mountain.
A
the
rope
size
to
of
it
a-
is like a spider thread to you.
Yeah.
What about like 4 like not heavily knotted ropes?
It'd be like 4 spider webs.
I have a lot of ropes.
Honestly, not even like spider webs. It'd be like one of those like shitty like cobwebs.
It'd be the dollar
Be
store.
nothing.
It'd be like if you got a cobweb on your mouth and you were like, oh no, I can't close my mouth anymore.
It's the decorations
other
they're using at
puzzle?
Equinox Manor. Is basically.
Okay,
That is
guys, I know
like-
how to deal with the Tarrasque. I got a can of silly string here.
Well, you see, I got this spray cheese.
Give me the spray cheese.
God
Alright.
damn.
I'm about
We
ready
need
now.
to get
Imagine-
into its
Alright.
stupid mouth. Let's
I just
go.
want you to imagine Rip filling his own mouth with spray cheese. Just
God.
the whole
I do every day. It's the only way I can finish.
Oh my god.
I'm leaving, but
Minute.
like forever this time.
It flies off in his balloon.
Like, you all
I'm just
handle
gonna
this.
stick
I
around
need
with
to-
my mom.
I can't
now
believe
for
you
after
said
that.
that in front of Mint's mom.
Does anybody else feel really
Does-
gross right now?
Does the Tarrasque have a nose?
Huh, let me look at the picture. I mean, not the picture in the bestiary is like ultimate. It does have nostrils in its
Why don't-
bestiary picture.
It's pretty huge. We could fit up those. Why don't we go up the nostrils?
The sigil is in the stomach. You'd have to find an internal
Well,
passageway,
that's
which is
pretty
If
pretty.
the sigil exists.
The nose is really easily connected to the mouth. You just have to go back for the sinuses, and you'll be in the vert in no
It's
time.
so
Nose
indirect.
bone's connected to the mouth bone.
So
The
while it's
mouth bone's connected to the throat bone. The throat bone's connected to the stomach bone.
Hey.
there's
You've never seen a
There's-
skeleton,
there's
have you?
no bones in those areas.
Why don't we
Look,
just go
Bella
up
had
the
to have at
Tarrasques?
least one weak point in her
to
knowledge.
to the sigil bone. The sigil bone controls every bone.
I don't think it's a bomb.
Anyhow, yeah.
Schoolhouse Rock
I-
Revival is not very good.
Can I ask a question before we start?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Did you leave this running for table talk? Because
I did. You know I did.
Good.
Don't worry, I have
Good.
also left it running.
Uh,
And I didn't want to have to splice recordings together because that's just extra work for no
Yeah.
good reason.
Yeah, totally.
All right. If your clock is still running, you can mark rejoining regular game at now. All right,
I
we've
already,
got
have,
our,
I already have a thing in the chat to make sure I do it correctly.
Awesome. Anyhow, we are back from getting our drinks and doing some other off-camera, so to speak, stuff. Now, update. It is in the evening. It is dinner time. After all,
Oh, it's
these
dinner time, all right.
plans have been prepared. The evacuation is going in an orderly manner, both from Colonel's drills paying off, because this place they do fire drills, they do severe weather drills. They've done a Tarrasque drill or two. It's paying off now. And those who aren't on board with the civic spirit of the place, the people, you know how it is, Tarrasque squishes one house, then skips two, and squishes another. I got a 2 out of 3 chance.
I'm gonna watch the game.
Those jerks, they're being persuaded by the Black Hand.
Being made offers they can't. refuse.
Black House, excuse me.
Yeah, the Black Hand is like the other evil organization I made
They're
up.
being
for
made
this game.
offers they'd be beyond stupid to refuse. Strawberry Gelato has changed out of her gown with the loud fruit pattern on it to now be in a gown with a pattern of aviation symbols. And she's wearing goggles and a leather aviator's helmet. I don't know where she got that.
It was in the
Oh,
basket?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Clearly.
I brought my own goggles.
All right.
You're not gonna wear
Meanwhile-
them. You're just saying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
In
have
case
them.
I need them.
I
have
put
my
them
own.
on Wimbledon.
No. They're
You
my
might need
goggles. No. Goggles.
Anyway.
goggles.
So we are in our teams.
Somebody draw the pile of
Yes.
fish asses.
No,
No,
we don't need
don't.
to draw that.
Yep.
We're not
Okay,
doing
I'm on
that.
it.
Here goes.
Are we still going with the fish ass plan?
No,
Is
I
that-
prefer the nose plan.
No, don't make him
honestly.
black. Make him like a nice rotten teal.
Oh, okay. Here goes.
If we just hide in the fish ashes, we'll just get consumed by all the teeth. We'll just be torn to pieces.
Listen,
go.
all you have to do is make your way past the parotid gland before it salivates, and you'll be fine.
Gross.
You're out of your mind. I'm going up the nose.
I
I'm
prefer
telling
the
you
nose
this,
plan.
that the interior nasal concha is a very dangerous proposition, given
It's
the
more
mucal
dangerous.
given the mucal
More
membranes that line the nasal cavity, you could easily find yourself getting stuck.
I breathe and shoot fire.
Yeah, and this is a million of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a vote between the three of us. Who wants to go in through the nose?
I'm going to say it's going to
Going
be
in through the nose.
a lot simpler and quicker if we go in through the mouth.
A lot simpler and quicker because we'll be torn to pieces almost immediately.
There's
What a
three of
great
you. Just
plan.
take a vote.
I vote for the
I vote
mouth.
for the nose.
I vote for the mouth.
Nose.
Ah,
Nose it is. Go.
all right.
Leave. Get out of here.
You guys should go in through the butt.
They should not go into
Nobody wanted to say that, you know. Why did
Nobody
you
asked you,
just
Rip.
put that there?
I'm just saying.
Okay, Captain. Let's go.
Rip's just
All right.
yelling at us from the back.
Our infiltration team, that is to say,
Thank you.
Margaret, Scarlett, and Manuel, have disguised themselves as delicious Tarrasque food.
No,
Yes.
no, we haven't. No.
That's how we're gonna get close enough to get in its nose.
Yes.
I mean, what do Tarrasque eat? Everything.
Fish asses.
We could just walk up. We could walk up in our normal clothes and it would devour us.
But we don't want it to devour
I am
us.
not
You guys
dressed
want
up
to go
as a
in through the
fish.
nose. Listen, you're just an
Or
we don't
rather-
need to worry about it.
Do you want to be airdropped from the strawberry balloon?
Yes, I'll cast Feather Fall on the three of us, and we just drop down.
Oh, so
We don't have to sit.
Make
we don't
sure
have
that
to
we're-
sit in a pile of fish asses.
make
We don't have to
sure
dress
that we're
up as
falling
fish
slow
asses.
enough that it can definitely eat us.
What? Isn't that what you wanted?
I mean,
Just turns
you're
out
just
that opens
arguing
up.
against your own plans at this point. Either way is
What if instead of feather falling, you just did like a straight ass dive,
Yeah.
just right in, like a skydive?
Listen, listen,
Wait
these
for it to
wetsuits.
look up.
Listen, these wetsuits
Dive
also have
kick it.
wingsuits attached to them, so we're fine.
What?
Yeah, that's great.
They've got
That's awesome.
they've got plastic membranes between our arms and legs.
Oh.
Dive kick it.
We're gonna
I
dive.
hate
we're gonna
Think
dive.
about
kick.
all of this.
Also, the airship is going to be led by Mint as bait because it looks like a giant tasty fruit.
Yes, and we can basically
but-
reset the Tarrasque to "I want to eat fruit" or not.
Really, the first thing we need to handle, though, is getting the hellhole
Planted.
opened. We need you can't do a pizza box trap without a pizza box.
Shouldn't we have an emergency plan in case the sigil inside its stomach doesn't actually exist?
Nah.
Like just in an
Our
unlikely eventuality.
emergency plan is
Well, then you
stick the
just climb
dimen-
up into the brain.
Yeah, you just use the dimensional door to make all of its stomach acid spill out onto the floor, and that'll probably
By
you
the
know,
floor, you mean the entire kingdom?
yeah, that'll probably
Yes.
stop
Yeah.
it for a while.
That'll probably stop the empire.
Uh,
I mean, that would
So-
be a plus too.
Alternative plan:
Oh,
if it
shit,
doesn't come to
Margaret's
the
onto
hole,
us.
if it doesn't come to the hole, then I could probably use the core to drive the hole towards it into a collision course, and then just kind of do like the whole thing we did last time, where we kind of ramp
Second
ramp the hole into a
Yeah, how about we
Tarrasque
just,
and then
how about we
bail.
just use the dimensional door to toss the core into the Tarrasque and then open the door. The dimension.
Well, I told them to
hell?
ramp the hole and they wouldn't listen to me.
because we need the core, but that's pretty good.
I guess
'cause
yeah,
you do need the core
you do
back.
need the core back.
That would have been good. But
So,
we do need
All right, let us sow the seed of chaos.
All right, let's go.
As soon as the plan is set, even before we rejoined dinner time, Slots, Bella, Rip, Battle Bob, and his retinue headed out to the trap spot picked. It's just sort of off toward. It's in an empty spot on the map. There's nothing really of importance there. So sort of midway between Foothold and Hammer Falls, back the way Strawberry came, basically. So you arrive, and it looks like a good spot. You've got you send up smoke so that you can be found by the bait squad, and Bella's got the core.
Yeah, Bella's got it.
So as instructed, Bella just plants it under the earth, about a foot down. It doesn't really need to be buried much.
How about are we going to retrieve this afterwards? I didn't realize whenever we came up with the plan that we actually had to literally plant the core. How are we going to retrieve the core?
Oh, that's part of the ceremony.
Okay.
Says Battle Bob.
Oh, we sew it. Do we like
Says-
sew it, plant it,
says
and then
Battle
take the core back?
Basically, yeah.
Like, okay. We have to like kind of let it grow and then take it back out before it.
That's
Okay.
that's another reason if
Makes a lot
their
of sense.
store of cores in First Triumph were to fall into
The core store, if you will.
enemy hands, it would be disastrous because even one could plant many holes.
Battle Bob's like, yes, we'll get it back.
Certainly.
Well, yeah,
I mean-
Bella's definitely keeping an eye on him for that because she specifically doesn't want him to take it in his desire to increase their collection. even more.
One of his armored paladins happens to be a priest of Asmodeus, not the high priest. It's been a while since we saw that guy, but an apprentice of his.
This guy's dragging around a dire flail.
A dire flail.
Man, the dire flail.
I got a feeling I'm left out.
Yeah.
But in any case, he starts spilling his own blood from his neck upon it, and then he collapses.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, jeez, this
Is
guy.
Is that guy a
This guy's hardcore.
You don't even know that's
Dude,
part
there's
of
not
the
a
ritual.
party.
You're just like, oh.
Another one drags him away, but in a just basically using him as a man-sized paintbrush.
Oh my god.
In inscribing an ancient symbol around it, and that's when Bob says you can go get your core if you want it.
is that guy okay?
No, this is what it takes.
No, he's not.
Oh,
Nah.
oh, Bella suddenly feels really, really bad about this plan.
It's for the greater
You
good.
were
I mean,
totally
this was a
A-okay
crusader
until
guy.
this
I'm sure he was
moment.
willing to die for the good fight.
Yeah, yeah,
he,
but
he did volunteer.
But wow.
Says Battle Bob.
Three of your friends getting swallowed by this creature, and you're like, this is still
Alright.
going pretty good.
as long as he volunteered.
2 friends in Scarlett.
He did volunteer.
Bella
Oh.
kind of reaches back in to take the core back out and kind of like wipes it off.
It's
Oh man, now we gotta do another one.
it's implanted in there. Like when you take it out, its shadow remains.
Ew.
It's left an imprint for sure.
It feels simultaneously warm and cold, and it's sort of, you know that jolt you get when you hit your funny bone. You feel that in every nerve of your body.
I hate that.
It's really the most evil feeling you can feel.
Is there any anything else required, like any like sort of
The
music or some sort of chant or?
the
No,
the-
it's just killing the guy.
No.
Oh,
Crusader's not big on the music thing.
No, the 9 of you that remain yet living form a 9-pointed star around the perimeter, and the Crusaders' men and Rip, he remembers this, do begin a chant, and that's when things begin. What is the opposite of glowing? I guess is the way the
Dimming.
light
Shadowing.
is.
Dimming?
Yeah. It's like if you could glow in something that was the opposite of light.
Yeah.
Dimming.
Anti-light.
Still gonna go with dimming.
It's super
Gloaming?
freaky. Yeah.
Is
It's
it
a black
Gloaming.
light.
Gloaming's pretty good.
Glomping.
Oh.
No,
No!
not gloaming.
God damn it.
Moshing?
And still,
God.
every once in a while, the Tarrasque hits an especially hard footfall, and that's been causing these earthquakes. But now you feel a rumbling that is definitely not that.
One of its many
And,
feet happen to be giant.
the ground cracks apart, and you see something very familiar back from the Rigby adventure, and you know it worked, and it is time to get out of Dodge.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, everybody else back on the airship. The Tarrasque is near. It's about time for your insertion.
Yeah.
Oh.
hmm
No.
Everybody suit up.
I-
We're
I
go.
thought they weren't going in the butt.
Hey guys, we're going in. I've always wanted to say that.
Stop talking about going in the butt.
We're going in the nose
What?
because you guys didn't want to
Good
brave
thing it has
the
3 nostrils.
Rip is just yelling from really far away.
We hear Rip in the distance.
Rip is just screaming at a strawberry floating on the horizon.
It's art, I tell you what.
He's really hungry. He thinks it's a giant strawberry that we're protecting against.
Everybody give me some sort of background roll to see how well you repel or just fall.
Yeah, it's pretty repulsive.
Yeah, I'm going to. Oops, did I disconnect from the server?
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
You did.
Let me
jerk.
fix that.
Someone other than Manuel.
yeah,
start.
somebody else start then, because I'm coming back.
Oh.
Just
I'll start, I
one
suppose.
second.
What would be
There
a
we
good
go.
role for like jumping in the nose or skydiving?
Do
you have, like, a
scout related?
physical?
Oh, I would that be at all Imperial Scout?
I would allow scout, yes.
It's
I don't
unfamiliar
think it's-
terrain.
It seems.
I guess it is unfamiliar terrain.
I'd even allow dexterity for this.
Oh.
I might even suggest dexterity, and unless someone can make a case for a different ability score they'd like to use.
I don't know. I think falling gracefully in like a skydive is probably part of like the agile and agility
Yeah.
and dexterity
That's-
kind of
Ex-
thing.
seems
that's what I was
pretty
thinking.
Dexterous, I guess. Sure, that's great.
Like I see a scout thing as more like the survival like aspect of, and like the training.
Finding food and
Yeah, like you've probably had to do like. Well, I don't mean
There's
that.
you
No,
probably had to jump from an airship into a
Listen,
creature's
she's had to have
nostril
lots
before.
of training on how to live inside caves, and this is pretty much just a cave.
yeah, exactly.
I guess that's also true. There's probably like a whole community of people living inside the Tarrasque stomach.
It's called
We'll find
spelunking.
it.
This is just spelunking from Imperial training. Come on.
A community
Sure,
known
let's
as
roll
Dead
it.
Skeletons.
Yes, the dead skeleton commune. I've heard legends.
Damn,
wow.
natural 20.
God,
You just slide right down.
I don't
Hey,
think
Are you sure
Margaret
you haven't
even
practiced this before?
I don't think Margaret even needs a rope. She just goes.
She just jumped
straight
in head first.
Did you go? Oh, gross.
It's gonna be gross.
All
by the
right,
way.
I hope you covered.
Scarlett.
Oh.
Scarlett or Manuel.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Let's see. Just deciding if I should use magic or.
I mean, you
Don't
are.
you,
You're
you use magic for everything.
Yeah.
I'm a
why not?
wizard.
Use your guts.
You're about to use magic for like 3 separate things.
Yeah.
Let's mix it up.
not about magic. This is about
This
passion.
is definitely guts.
This is your guts.
Oh God, the puns. 27.
Okay, cool.
Your
We'll
adventuring.
just
thing.
dive.
Your family
Oh,
has
and-
done this before.
We jump off stuff sometimes, I guess.
Manuel might need a little help though.
Yes.
Manuel's-
Manuel's
can Margaret
wingsuit
help
caught a
him?
snag.
Yeah,
Mar-
I didn't.
Margaret bullseyes the nostril as if she's been doing this all her life. Scarlett goes down the rope smooth as a practiced repeller, and with just and like grabs onto the nostril with both feet, and then just slips inside like a slide. Manuel is going
Flats
to
onto
just
the face.
he splats onto the snoot and
Again.
I like to think that in the 14th age, there's a team of Imperial Scouts that are the first Imperial nostril divers.
It's gonna happen again, troops.
They're also the only Imperial nostril divers.
Yeah.
I mean, this is gonna be historical. It's like the first time like a Tarrasque has been known in history to have been killed.
And he's gonna take 18
Or dealt
fall
with, at
damage
least.
18
for,
fall
for the
damage
snoot
until I
and
slip into the.
scramble inside.
You know what's really
That's
funny?
where-
Can I point out that you just rolled a 666?
Yes, you can.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
As we're falling, Margaret is going to interject with something. I know this might be a little bit late to bring this up, but I just had a thought. What if the Tarrasque has a sneeze reflex?
This is one of the
No one
many.
has ever seen
What?
a Trask sneeze.
This is one of
She
the.
says while
many-
doing her absolutely perfect dive.
This is
Well,
one of the
swan
very many
diving.
reasons I wanted to go in through the mouth. There are several very delicate bones and mucal systems that you can
things
disrupt by
happen-
going in through the nose, and can
But
cause
when you sneeze,
terrible
stuff comes out of your
reactions.
mouth also.
I hope
Nose
it's not
bones
allergic to
connect To the
knolls.
trouble bone. Trouble bones connect to the oh shit bone.
Listen,
I
we're
had to
in
think
the nose
Margaret's
now.
saying
We
all
better
this.
just get down there. Just think of it as a slip and slide.
In most creatures, if you push into its nose, it does sneeze. I just didn't think of that before.
Listen, Tarrasques don't have
Let's
nose.
find out.
Tarrasques don't have nose hairs, therefore they don't have a sneeze reflex.
Actually, they don't even have noses. They just have nostrils.
I had to believe that.
Yeah.
Okay, I just realized this cutaway of the interior portions looks a lot like a duck.
Well,
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it does!
adventure duck.
Looks a little duck-like.
Everybody inside the adventure duck.
All right.
Through the
you see-
adventure duct.
You have the sudden urge to contact
This,
Apple.
this area is the sinus area. This is where it sort of connects to the back of the throat. This is the throat foreshortened for convenience sake, and this big area is the stomach gut.
And that last bit you don't want to know about.
That's the path to the
Uns-
intestinal tract.
You do not.
Approximately
speak
how
with
large
yourself.
is
This
a
is the
Tarrasque?
level of stomach acid.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead.
Approximately how large is a Tarrasque?
Uh,
Are they not like
the
miles
fucking
large?
biggest.
Yeah,
They
we're
are
This is-
not-
we're in its nose right now. This is the nose that we're in.
How long of an excursion, I'm wondering, do you think it would be to travel from the nose to the stomach sigil that might not exist?
Well, its back is about 50 yards broad.
Hmm.
So say
10 minutes.
more like 70 yards back to the stomach.
Here's a question.
from
I
most-
would like to use some Monster Knowledge Hydroid 6. I think I still have one.
Yeah, you do.
To expertly navigate this whole system and expedite the process.
Oh, you know exactly where you're going. You even know that it's very likely that something this large has an immune system that is waiting to get you.
Yes.
And
Wait.
I
Immune
also
system
know
is
that there is an
usually not-
enteric nervous system embedded into the intestinal epithelium. It's a cluster of neurons which interacts with the central nervous system, and that's probably where a sigil would be located. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. It just happens to be in the stomach.
Yes, that's where the enteric nervous
But-
system is located. It's
Let's
the
worry about
gut.
it when we
When
get
people
there.
say they're thinking from the gut, they're thinking about the
That's what they
enteric.
mean.
Yes, exactly. That's actually
okay.
true. Look it up, people.
We all have sigils inside.
Those sigils are called the
They'll have tiny
parasympathetic
knolls.
nervous system.
As Manuel is monologuing this, he is using his swords to cut into the back of the throat and slide down. He does that raised fist to make everybody stop as he counts 3, 2, 1, and then the esophagus opens up into the stomach so no one gets cut off, and you can just be in the stomach anytime you want.
Let's see
Okay.
what the other teams are up to before we get in the stomach. How about?
Okay, yeah. Hellhole team is seeing their hellhole open up, and it does not reach the feet of them. As Battle Bob said, as long as you stay still, the hellhole won't get out of hand. You pasted off originally. The 9-pointed star that you formed should be big enough to swallow it up. Make hold your metal check.
Guts check.
Yeah.
Alright.
Would
Give
you
me a
consider
stone
that-
cold badass check.
Would you consider that like charisma or like con
Uh,
constitution?
Either.
Charisma tuition.
Force of will or force of body. So tell me whether you're using charisma or constitution. Because they're both really good for you, I'm pretty sure.
Charisma. And that would be also to inspire everyone to kind of,
Yeah,
hold
okay.
fast.
Hold
so,
your ground.
Background cursed bard or cream fugitive?
Which one do you think gave you more, dealing more with grace under fire? Thinking under pressure? I'm gonna say
it's interesting
cream
because
fugitive, probably.
Well, yeah, but see, with Cursed Bard, there's also it's more of a general Bard background as well, which means, performing well under pressure in certain audiences that can be very hostile.
Yeah, but not like murderous hostile.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
actually,
with
yes, like
cream
murderous hostile.
fugitive
She's
on this.
performed in some pretty dangerous audiences before and won
Yeah,
them
you've
over.
never
and
played in
became
Shadowport
fans.
if you talk like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll do cream fugitive. So let's see. That one is just a moment. Heck. Okay, I found it. It's a 3. Roll d20 plus 3 plus 7 plus 5. 28.
28.
Alright, and-
Slot's got a 30 on this.
And mine is going to
And-
be my barbarian wants more background with constitution.
All right, we got some good
That doesn't
rolls.
give a fuck.
All right,
33.
everyone is stone-faced. The ground all the way up to your toes is falling away deep into a burgeoning hell pit, and no one flinches. No one. It's badass.
Well, it's great too because, like, for the very least, Rip and Bella have already dealt with like this particular hellhole before. We've conquered this shit. We don't even care.
This isn't anything new.
Yeah, it's odd. We'll get to that when we come back to you. But that's a good idea you gave me. All right. The Gelato family ship is flying. Well, is there anything you two are suppose you want to be doing right now?
Okay, so in general,
This will be
It's a-
tougher once it wants to eat you. But for now,
Right.
is there anything you're doing
for
to prepare
now, I guess, okay, to prepare for that, we want to make sure that there's still enough distance between the ship and the Tarrasque so that it can't just, quick swipe us out of the air, but still close enough that the suggestion from the sigil will be, I guess, convincing.
for? Mm-hmm.
So sort of getting to that nice middling sort of distance. And in the meantime, I'm going to be try and modify work on some of the some of the maneuvering systems to make sure that we can make sudden changes in direction without losing a lot of speed.
All right, cool.
But then, once it starts chasing us, I guess once it starts doing that, you can ask me again. What do you want to know now? I mean,
Sure. Well, nothing necessarily.
okay.
Mint is working on preparation, which is good. Good place to be. Meanwhile, down in the stomach, Margaret, Scarlett, and Manuél have reached said stomach, and like Manuél said, it is there are
Interneurons.
stomach bugs.
Oh, stomach bugs.
Oh.
Parasites.
There is an immune system
Goblins.
waiting to deal. Well, it's a good generic bad guy pog.
Yeah,
It's
usually
less.
immune
It's less of
systems
a
Oh,
are-
it's-
immune
no,
system and
hold on.
more of a parasitic relationship.
Those must be hemogoblins.
No, the hemogoblins.
Ah.
What if we just say that's where goblins come from? Goblins are the spawn of Tarrasques
They're the
in the Dragon
hemogoblins.
Empire.
Yes.
You just cracked the code. You know where goblins come from.
Goblins, gross.
That's super cool. I like the idea. No one's convincing me it's not cool.
I like it.
No, that's good.
Tarrasque vomited and goblins were born.
Yeah.
It's like a really shitty version of the Dragon Spawn origin story.
It's not shitty, it's more awesome. You just crawled out of the dirt, and we're all like, what? I don't even know who I am.
Well, they got a 32 on initiative.
Oh yeah, we
and
should
while
probably
they-
roll all that stuff.
While they
That's a lot
don't
of-
know, right now they think you're food, but if they start to attack, they'll have a 32 on initiative. And if that changes, it would be good to have your initiatives in advance.
Alright.
Also, Manuél and Margaret should both add 2 to their initiative rolls. Margaret as a bonus for getting a natural 20 on insertion and just being so prepared, and Manuél as yet another effect of his 6.
Yes.
There you
Still
go.
not good enough to beat their amazing, incredible roll.
None of our those bonuses changed anything.
I did pretty well, but
Good,
not
good,
enough.
great, good job,
Good.
good.
Fine. Do you
Alright.
want to be levitated above the horrible burning acid or not?
Well, you did all get greater protection from digestion cast upon you.
That's true.
So
Hey, if you want to wade right in, then
It didn't.
you're just like clinging to the stomach wall right now.
It didn't give
Yeah.
us greater protection from gross, though. So I'd still rather levitate above the.
We're still
It's
super
it's
grossed
your
out.
idea.
No, I'm saying that we want to levitate above it. I just don't want to swim in it.
Okay, fine. I can cast levitate on 2 targets.
Uh-huh.
So I'll. Margaret, do you want to levitate? Not you.
I
Well, you need
suppose
to.
so.
If you probably need to, so you can actually use your bow.
Understood.
And I'll just.
Wait,
Yep.
use bow.
So. Yep. So you're. So you're going to levitate.
Prime
you-
directive initialize.
Remember, with levitate,
Don't
you
be mean
can't
to
really
Margaret.
move. You can't really like fly left and right. You'd have to like push off the wall and like float over to them.
That's fine.
Understood.
Okay.
And then I'll just like hold on to the wall for now.
Yeah, you're good there.
All right. You can see the sigil. It's actually in the deepest bottom of the stomach. It's glowing with a sickly green light. You're not sure if that's being colored by the stomach juices or it actually glows green.
Ah, it's located
Either way.
within the preveritable ganglia system.
Why is it here instead of like the brain or something?
It's a secondary brain within the stomach that communicates with the central nervous system through the
You really need to
parasympathetic
listen.
vagus nerve and the sympathetic preveritable ganglia.
You should probably do something to it.
Sheesh. And it's capable of autonomous functions. Jeez.
You're just like hovering over me, like yelling all this.
It's important information,
Hey,
which is exactly why we can't influence it directly. We can only change it very basically.
Mm-hmm. So
Well, we're gonna
are
have
you
to
going
get
to
through
get close
these-
and look at it?
We're
then?
definitely gonna have to. Yes. Scarlett first.
what?
Scarlett first,
Why?
because you're the
Because
wizard
it's
who.
the magic.
You're the
sigil.
only one who can interact with it in any meaningful way.
Oh God. Fine. Give me the goggles.
I hand Scarlett the goggles.
I guess I just let go.
Okay.
Big goggles.
Scarlett gets down, and she does recognize that at least some of what you saw is corroborated. This does seem to have an ability to grant desire. It's something that, in a small form, is a common prank in the Magic Academy.
All those
Uh,
people climbing into each other's stomachs. Oh, what pranks.
Well, no, just like
Happens all the time.
slap this on something gross, and the person you're pranking really wants to eat. I don't know, ketchup mixed in with gravy, put on ice cream.
but that sounds
you know?
good.
My favorite.
Grice Ketchup is my favorite.
But as you
alright.
could imagine, being placed by an archmage of a past age, or so those records claimed, it's far more intricate and being used to control something with far greater will than your average undergrad.
Manuel, I think you mean Gretchup cream.
Ah, Gretchen.
It's worse and worse.
Is there any way to
That's
mix
fine.
meat into
mayonnaise.
Whoa.
An idea of
Delicious
what
ketchup
exactly
cream.
its
Are you going to-
desire?
You need to fiddle.
Poke it with magic.
Listen, you need to fiddle with its ganglia.
Right now, it's causing.
Yes.
Right now, it's performing no active function. That would mean it's just letting the Tarrasque move as it's naturally inclined to.
Listen, just get in there and tickle its.
Does it look like I could remove it
You don't want to.
or
You want to change it. You want
reprogram it?
to reprogram
Well,
it for Strawberry.
removing it would allow the Tarrasque to just continue doing what it's doing.
Hmm. Okay,
Yes,
I
you
want
could
to.
do that because that was the plan.
Yes. Okay. I guess I will put my hand over it and see if I can like patch into it.
Okay, give me some sort of background roll.
Hack into its mainframe.
28.
28. 28 is good. It is attuned to you. It starts really glowing. That green color now turns into a blue. You have interfaced with it.
Scarlett, you need to think really hard about strawberries right now.
However, this makes...
Oh.
Oh,
no.
just barely. It does things on a 16 plus. It makes the stomach churn, and there is now a splash that goes up. Scarlett is hit. Manuél and Margaret are still too far up for now.
You just got digested.
For now.
For now.
Digested.
I mean, eventually.
Yeah, okay.
Good.
Now, what are the stats on stomach juice? They're really bad, but I'm bringing them down to symbolize that protection. Digestion is normally 80 acid damage on a successful attack.
Jesus.
So here it is making the attack, which is successful, and 20 acid damage.
Okay.
That's the sound of you coughing up stomach acid.
Yeah.
With 5 ongoing.
Do these hemo goblins see us yet?
So far you haven't done anything harmful.
Good.
But some of them begin...
Uh-oh.
They're
checking out the foreign body.
there is a foreign body. So she doesn't even speak the language.
Where is your sigil located?
What's anybody else gonna do? Margaret, Manuél.
Let's try and call the stuff attacking Scarlett right now so she can keep working.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need to keep Scarlett clear of goblins.
It's turning into
Margaret raises her
a,
bow.
It is Margaret's turn. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She knocks an arrow and fires it at the creature, like normal.
Awesome.
26 from Margaret's only attack.
Does not hit their AC.
Oh,
Not quite.
can I use archery?
oh,
Well, you get your
Actually,
reroll
that's
because it was a 10.
That's an even roll, yeah. I think we're gonna do that anyway.
Dang, these guys have super high defense.
Oh,
Ooh,
can I use archery now?
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, that's your thing, isn't it?
Yep.
There you
I
go!
just about made
It's
it.
the third one.
Third time's a charm.
Unfortunately, you've punctured its...
That's pretty free damage.
You punctured its stomach
really
2
worth
times,
it.
so now they're gonna come for us.
Yeah, hitting one, there is a signal that these foreign bodies are a little too foreign for their taste. And they
oh
start
no.
coming
How do
up.
they move? Do they just like climb up the walls?
They just sort of float around in the stomach
Uh,
goo mist.
oh.
It's
Was that
nasty.
was that enough to kill even one of them?
Very barely not.
Oh.
I just look at your roll. That was not great. There's a lot of ones and twos in
That
there.
was not good.
That wasn't...
Manuel's turn. Manuel, you're being double teamed with one more nearby.
Alright. I'm gonna be double teamed unless I kill one, so hopefully I do. 19, not great. I'm going to use my lethal reroll, because I remember I have those now. 29 is better.
That hits.
So
yes.
for 37 damage.
That takes out 2.
Awesome, and I get 1 command point. Scarlett's not bad enough off to be healed up yet, so I'm good. I end my turn.
Okay. Parasitic lightning beetles are what I reskinned these from.
I thought you were about to say
Beetles.
parasitic lightning beetles are what come out now. And
Not quite.
Bird from the goo.
I'm very glad that beetles are being used.
parasitic lightning beetles.
Whenever you drop 1 or more parasitic lightning beetles to 0, roll a d6. If you roll less than or equal to the number of beetles that were destroyed by that attack, all beetles in the battle stop fighting, using all their actions during their next turn to disengage and fly away. That's a fun extra power.
When Tweedle beetles.
They just leave.
No, they don't.
No,
I didn't roll under.
They're still coming.
So, yes. 2 more are going to get up on Manuél.
Hey.
2 on Scarlett.
Oh,
So,
What are you beetles doing in a place like this?
2 on Manuél, 2 on Scarlett, plus 12 versus AC. Manuél, Scarlett, Scarlett.
I won.
1,
Are you? Oh yeah, you're +4, right?
2. Yeah. Because I
All
used
right.
a
That-
daily. Wait
yes,
a minute. Sanitation is a daily, right?
That hit each of you once, so that's 10 damage.
We can probably survive this barely.
Barely.
And Manuél takes 5 lightning, and Scarlett takes 10 lightning, because they do bonus damage on even rolls. Now time for the other 4. 2 are going to get in range of Margaret, and the other 2 are just going to hold the middle ground, because they can't get close enough. Lightning zapping Margaret.
Oh.
Oh.
That's a 1 hit against her physical defense,
Ouch.
for 20 lightning damage.
That sucks. I've taken.
I mean, it's not the best. No.
Scarlett, you are busy trying to convince this thing that strawberries are the best thing it can go after. Meanwhile, you're being immune systemed by hemogoblins.
Oh no,
Hemogoblins.
Spider-Man.
let's
It is
see.
I, the Hemogoblin.
So I'm assuming that I need to focus on this sigil.
I would, if I were.
Mhm.
If I were a wizard.
I need to get these things off of me, though.
For the
Um,
plan's benefit, it would be best.